So a judge has ruled that Donald Trump has committed fraud. He deceived banks and insurers by massively overvaluing his assets and exaggerating his net worth. Who's really shocked by this? No one should be. But there's been this narrative going around for years, and that is, man, they didn't start going after Trump till he got into politics. They didn't try to go after him till he ran for president. Nobody ever called him a racist before he ran for president. Actually, anyone that knew Donald Trump prior to him entering the political arena knew just what kind of crook and what kind of con artist that he was. That's something that was very well known. But he did a good job, not just of deceiving the banks and the insurers. He did a damn good job of deceiving voters into voting for a businessman. And I heard people say that all the time. Man, I want a businessman to run my government. I want a businessman to be my president, which sounds okay until you think about it for about 5 seconds. And then you say to yourself, no, we don't need a businessman who has deceived banks. We don't need a businessman who has deceived insurers. We don't need a businessman who has exaggerated his net worth. And we sure don't need a businessman who has filed bankruptcy 6 times to be leading the government that's supposed to help and work for us. The government is supposed to work for us, and now we're going to turn it over to this kind of con artist. That's like giving the keys to the bank to Bonnie and Clyde. That's like letting Jesse James drive the train and then going, I can't believe it turned out the way it did. Well, look, this guy's been running a criminal empire for years, and now he's finally being held accountable. But the funniest part about this whole damn thing to me is Eric Trump's tweet. And I will never call it X, by the way. It's always going to be Twitter. I'm always going to use the word tweet. Eric Trump tweeted this. He said, today, I lost all faith in the New York legal system. Never before have I seen such hatred towards one person by a judge. A coordinated effort with the Attorney General to destroy a man's life, company, and accomplishment. We have run an exceptional company, never missing a loan payment, making banks hundreds of millions of dollars, developing some of the most iconic assets in the world. Yet today, the persecution of our family continues. This coming from a guy now who pled the fifth nearly 500 times, and his daddy did it over 450 times. And these are the same people that told you that only the mob pleads the fifth. But of course, Eric Trump is going to make his daddy out to be a martyr, and everybody's coming after him. And there's people going to be out there saying, well, look, they're coming after him. Look, no one would care about this shit. No one would care if he was anybody else. If Donald Trump was anybody else, we would all be in agreement that a crook's criminal past had finally caught up with him. But because he's Donald Trump, that's where the division lies. And the division lies there is because, I go back to this every single time, Donald Trump empowered the stupid. Donald Trump empowered the hatred. Donald Trump became a martyr for people like that who needed a hero. And that's why we're talking about him. If he was any other businessman, if he was any other con artist, everyone would be in agreement that he was a con artist. But the reason we're having this whole debate about is he a martyr or is he not a martyr is because he massively not only deceived banks and insurers, he deceived people into thinking that he cared about them. So let's remember now, as we head into the 2024 election, I want you to do something for me. I want you to pay attention and listen closely to what Donald Trump says he's going to do for you and your family to help you make your life better. Let's see what kind of new ideas he presents and brings to the table to make America great. All it's going to be about is how they came after me and they tried to persecute me, and I'm going to get them back. And if they can come for me, they can come for you. And you guys can keep falling for that shit over and over and over again. We've moved long beyond voting against your own interest. Now you're just throwing your vote away. Now you're just getting so emotionally wound up in this guy that you're losing every part of yourself. And you're going to wake up one day and you're going to go, where was that Republican Party that we used to have? Where was that form of government we used to have? Where was it all at? It's all gone because we got so wrapped up in this reality TV star and his story that we lost track of our own selves. That's what's happening. It boggles my mind that people out there are that weak that Donald Trump is their hero and they consider Donald Trump a martyr for themselves. It's truly sad at the end of the day.